officials, distinguished honorable local politicians and citizens of this area. Just as soon as I speak, y'all can tell I'm not from this area. My name is Carl Shue, and I'm a third-generation coal miner from southeast Kentucky. And I'm here. I'm also a member of the Benham City Council, so I know a little bit about politics. But anyway, I'm like I say, to be very frank, I'd rather be back in Harlan County than be up here in Massachusetts. But let me tell you from my experience in the coal fields of eastern Kentucky. And I know I'm introducing somewhat of a different issue here concerning y'all's problem here with the windmills. But I think this issue that I'm going to talk about here briefly is very important to this issue that's going on with the energy and the wind power project. But when you guys here in this area turn on your lights, 50% of the time, coal provides the power. Increasingly, mountaintop removal strip mining of coal is literally decapitating the mountains of Appalachia and burying the headwater streams in the valleys below. In eastern Kentucky alone, 730 miles of blue line streams have already been destroyed. These coal companies are running the very resource that is necessary for our ultimate survival, and that is water. The issue is personal to me. Mountaintop removal and hollow fill have destroyed the streams I played in as a boy, the streams I used to catch crayfish in, the streams that were clean enough to drink from. My grandchildren are increasingly being deprived of our mountain way of life. There are fewer and fewer places where I can show my grandchildren the harvesting of municipal herbs that have been a big part of our culture in the mountains. That's unacceptable to me. Not only is our heritage being destroyed, so is our land, property, and health. Our drinking water has high levels of metals, extra dirt, and in some areas, the water table is eliminated. One example is in an area on Montgomery Creek in Perry County, where I'm from. A friend of mine named Truman Hurt. He's a local preacher. He has to haul buckets of water to his church in order to have water for his congregation when he has church. There's also homes have damage from mine explosions, rocks flying off the mine sites, putting people's lives in danger. Just recently, a worker was killed by flying rock at his work site. You know, we have flooding in areas that never flooded before. Our children have breathing problems from consistently breathing this dust coming off these operations. We have dangerous road conditions from muddy, overweight coal trucks. I could go on and on with different horror stories and how coal companies treat people on a daily basis. You know, you can tell the same story of this destruction in most of the communities in our region. It's the same stories, different horror. There's a better way, and that's why I'm here today. For what I've learned, this guy in y'all's area up here, Bill Coke, I think his name, from Oxy Energy, he's throwing a lot of money around opposing this Cape Wind project. But, you know, and I believe this is technically just to maintain our dependence on fossil fuel. But this approach to meeting our energy needs is destroying our communities in Appalachia. We need to start transition now to a better way. The Cape Wind project is an essential and historic part of the transition. Please support this project for the sake of my grandchildren and yours. Thank you very much.